When I think of fashion in Columbus, I think of stores like Lazarus because it was such an iconic place to go for special occasions and special clothes. What do you think of, Javier?
When I think of special clothes, it's Talib's on Champion and Livingston on the east side.
Okay.
Would go there for to get clothes for concerts and parties. Yeah, I
That's
loved
the
it.
place.
Still there today.
Okay, Talib's it is. So today we're exploring fashion throughout Columbus history.
And who better to highlight some of that fashion than the experts over at the Ohio History Connection? Producer Diana Bergman heads over there now to look at a few pieces of historical clothing in their archive.
When you visit any museum, there are a lot of collections on display, but a lot of times they have collections in storage that the public does not have access to. Well, today the Ohio History Connection is letting us into their vault to look at one of those collections. I can't wait to see what they have to show us. So Marlise, thank you so much for inviting us to look at some of these things in your collection. Can you tell us what we're looking at today?
So right here on the table we have two examples of children's dresses from the 19th century, more or less from the 1860s. So this one here is actually the older of the two. This is coming in from a little boy named Thomas Heck. He lived in Clark County, and his family were farmers. And this would have been worn when he was about 2 years old in about 1868. And most children below the age of 6 actually wore a dress, regardless if you were a boy or a girl. It was just a lot easier for parents to take care of their children in terms of diaper changing, potty training, and letting them move around if they were in a dress as opposed to pants. Over here is actually one for a little girl. This is coming from a family that was part of the Reformed Mennonite Church. She was actually the oldest of 10 children, so a much larger family. And she would have worn this maybe in the beginning of the 1860s, around 1862, somewhere between the ages of 3 and 4, and it was likely passed down to many of her siblings after that.
So how did you get a hold of these two items?
They both came through donations. Descendants of the family finally ready to part with them. We actually received this dress from Thomas's daughter, Grace. She was born in 1907, and then towards the end of her life in the 1980s, she decided to part with a lot of her family heirlooms and papers, and they're all held here at the Ohio History Connection. And same thing here. We got this in the mid-1980s as well. Again, people finally parting with family treasures they'd kept for a long time.
How long did boys wear dresses till?
Boys would wear dresses until about the age of 5 or 6, just depending on what they were, if they were starting to work on the farm or go to school. And it was known as breeching, and that was the first time a little boy would get his first pair of pants, and they were typically short pants, really only knee length. And it was just a sign that they were growing up and getting closer to manhood and moving on and outside of the family and starting to participate more in life outside of the farm.
In what decade did that sort of tradition kind of go away of boys wearing dresses?
It filtered out over a long period of time. I would say it really started to decline in popularity in the 1890s. There was a very popular literary character called Lord Fauntleroy who wore a little blue velvet suit that every mother put their son in for about a decade. But probably by about 1900, you see it less and less, and certainly by 1920, it was pretty much gone.
And is there anything else in this dress that you feel is kind of unique?
I think it's really interesting. If you look at the back of the dress, it was really popular to have these little buttons, china buttons printed with these calico patterns to really blend in with the dress, the idea being that you wouldn't see the closure whatsoever.
Well, these are really interesting examples of clothing for 19th century kids. Do you have any adult clothing to show us?
I have both men's and women's, and I would love to share that with you.
Great. So I see two coats. What eras are these from?
Well, these are two very different eras, and one is a men's and one is a women's. This is a men's dress formal uniform coat from 1900 to about 1904, and this is a woman's just everyday wear coat from about 1965.
So let's start with this coat. Can you give me a little bit of background about where this came from?
Yes, this coat was worn by Henry Clay Taylor. He was appointed Judge Advocate General by Governor Nash and served in that capacity from about 1900 to about 1904. And this would be his sort of formal occasion coat made for this purpose. This was made by the MC Lilly Company, which was a huge manufacturer of uniforms for fraternal organizations, police officers, conductors of trains, many, many different types of professions. And you can see here that this is a more formal style, an older style coat. It would have had gold braided epaulets come with it, And if you get a close look, you can tell that he was very proud of his position because he had buttons that were the state seal of Ohio.
Now, was this tailored specifically for him?
This would have been made specifically for him, so it's made to measure for his measurements. And it's actually interesting because Mr. Taylor was perhaps a little bit larger in the front than in the back. So in order to get the coat to lay correctly, there's actually this belt sewn on the inside to help hold it nice and tight against his back, and then built in with extra padding to help it fit through the front.
So let's move on to the woman's coat. Can you give me a little bit of background on that?
Yes, so this coat was purchased at the Union in about 1965, and it's really indicative of the styles of the time. It's double-breasted, it has full-length sleeve, the mother-of-pearl button. It really has that mod look that was popular at that period of time.
Now, was this tailored or was this the time of ready-made?
So this is going to be ready-made and mass-produced. Now, the things coming out of the Union were known for being high quality. They were across the street from Lazarus. While they were competitors, they weren't necessarily in the same market because the Union specialized in clothes and Lazarus had very diverse departments.
So what were the circumstances around fashion changing from sort of more tailored to ready-made?
Well, ready-made certainly made things easier to buy, and it also made things less expensive to buy. And the thing that really spurred that movement is the movement from women's clothing being so tightly fitted via the corset to something that's looser and doesn't necessarily have to be so form-fitting. And that really starts in the 19-teens and continues up to this day.
And so that's also just with fashions changing and also probably fabrics changing a little bit?
Oh yes, so you start to have your first artificial silks at the end of the 19th century, and as those improve, particularly with the introduction of rayon and nylon, it becomes much more affordable to have multiple pieces of clothing. They aren't expected to last as long. We have improvements in laundering, making laundry easier. Laundry used to be a multiple day affair, and then once you have washing machines, it's much, much faster. So it made the work easier, and it made it simpler to purchase more items and have more items in the home.
That's so interesting. Now, I do know that you happen to have a couple women's fashions that I would love to look at. Can we look at them?
I would love to show those to you.
Now, I love the look of these dresses. Give me some background between both of these.
So these are actually from a similar period of time. This is going to be an evening gown from about 1904, and this is a wedding dress from about 1908.
And where did they come from?
So this is from Cincinnati. This was actually made by a dressmaker in Cincinnati, meaning it was made to order. It was made primarily by hand with some sewing machine. We actually have the original receipt for this dress. So if we calculate it up to today's dollars, it costs about $1,200 for the wedding dress, which for a custom-made wedding dress is a pretty good price. And then over here, this is a two-piece evening gown made by a dressmaker here in Columbus. Unfortunately, some of her waist has been lost, so this has been done with some conservation. But you can see here on the waistband where some of her label is still there, where it says Columbus, Ohio. This was done by a dressmaker named Kate Hofer.
So let's talk about labels. When did labeling become a thing?
So labeling began in menswear and tailoring. Tailors always signed their work, particularly because on the inside of the pocket of the coat, there was frequently a label that marked who the suit was for and when it was made. So they went ahead and put their name on there anyway. But when you get into women's wear, it's really not until the mid-1860s when you have your first French couturier of high fashion, Charles Frederick Worth, and he starts to put his name in garments saying that he is an artist and artists sign their work. And so you start to have that practice copied by local dressmakers as well. So really, by the time you get into the 1880s, 1890s, it's really a prevalent practice.
You talked about being a day dress versus a night. How do you tell?
Well, basically, most wedding gowns, you would be married usually in the morning to afternoon, so you would be wearing day wear. And in this period of time, it's still customary to cover up basically from neck to wrist to ankle. So if you look here, you can see that she's going up into what's known as a standing band collar, and her sleeves are going all the way to the wrist, and of course all the way to the ankle. You're not going to see any ankle until the mid-19-teens. Over here you can tell this is evening because she has short sleeves and a low scooped neckline. And of course you would balance this out with full opera-length gloves.
So low cut was okay at night?
Once it was dark outside.
I guess that's true, right? So were these white at one time?
They actually probably are not too far off from their original color. You didn't get pure white as a popular shade of white until really post-World War II, when you started to have better chemical processes for making silk where you could dye it that bright and not damage it. This sort of ivory to cream color is much more popular.
Here at Ohio History Connection, you collect kind of fashion from all decades. Talk about just sort of that process.
Well, we hope for any fashion piece we get, we very much want to be able to share it to the public. So we want it to be in a condition where it can go on a dress form, it can go on display, and everybody can enjoy it. We do keep some pieces just for study because a lot of times things just don't hold up. They didn't make clothing to last 200 years. So we're very fortunate and lucky to have these in such good shape. We take clothing in from men's, women's, and children from any time that people began to settle and immigrate here into the state.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this collection, for bringing these out of the vault. And hopefully you'll get some more collections and we can look at some more in the future. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining me.
As they pointed out at the Ohio History Connection, fashion is ever changing, and Columbus has been on the forefront of that industry.
A lot of new designers have actually gotten their start here in Columbus. In fact, one local designer who immigrated to this country wanted to find a way to stay connected to her Indian culture.
So she started to create designs that were inspired by her culture and found an audience with local Columbus brides and even some Miss Universe contestants.
Here's her inspiring story.
Through fashion, we can tell stories. It's a great way to represent you, your culture, who you are without even speaking. I started designing for my close friends and family. I had no clue that I would go showcase my collection in Cannes Film Festival, New York Fashion Week, or Miss Universe. I am a software engineer by profession, but this is my side hustle. I'm born and brought up in India. My mom, she had a small boutique, and I used to help her in her boutique, making sketches, looking at beautiful clothing, and I started designing at the age of 16. When I took part in a beauty pageant, state level beauty pageant, I decided to design my outfit myself. That got attention, and I took it very seriously. All the compliments I got. I became state level winner, Miss Haryana, along with best dressed contestant, and I started designing for my close friends and family. When I designed my first collection during the pandemic, I had a lot of free time in hand, and my daughter, she started supporting me in designing because she is very passionate about designing too, and I feel it runs in the blood or family. This was from my first collection launch in New York Fashion Week and worn by one of the Miss Universe delegate as well. India is all about colors. Everybody they launch from Indian origin, when they launch new collections on runway, they go with colors like reds, pink, fuchsia. I took the chance and I launched neutral collection. And we added some red crystals just to add that Indian touch and handcraftsmanship. But this collection was super hit. My daughter, she's born here, and she liked a lot of things about American culture and a lot of things about Indian culture. So the idea behind is coming up with a collection which has some fusion from America but has Indian roots as well. There is strong Indian community, but I have very mixed cultural clientele. I want to create collection that is loved by everyone, that is not just specific for Indian people. America is a land of opportunities, and it has accepted us so well that I wanted to give back in terms of creating beautiful designs that are versatile and usable for all the cultures. Indian brides like to wear red color, that's the color of brides in India. But here a lot of mixed cultural weddings are happening. Girls want white dress, but they want a touch of India in that. So I added some gold subtle detailing and created this beautiful lehenga. I launched my collection in New York Fashion Week during pandemic, and it got huge attention. I created more than 50 looks, jewelry, outfit, dresses for Miss Universe last year, and this year I expanded even more. I styled and designed outfits for different delegates from Miss Universe, such as Miss Universe Armenia, Miss Universe Chile, Miss Universe Bolivia. They walked for me in New York Fashion Week, which was another feather in my cap. It was unreal for me coming from nowhere to showcasing my designs on bigger platforms in the world, and I feel so emotional and proud to be Indian and proud where I come from, and I'm taking my roots, spreading things about my culture around the globe. And here comes the color of the Indian bride. So this is a bridal outfit created for Indian bridal look. It's a one-piece anarkali dress. It's a floor-length dress in a lot of gold, heavy embroidery. It's made on velvet fabric. The embroidery looks heavy, but this piece is not as heavy as it looks. We added airy tulle dupatta, added some borders on that, and some Swarovski, and all the gota and resham hand embroidery on the bottom. For an artist, passion is something above and all money and everything. You know, nothing matters when you're passionate about something. It's a selfless love when you don't think about what you're going to get out of it. When I'm into a creative process, it brings that happiness in my life. So happiness was the only goal in this new country where I do not have much friends and family around. I don't know how to explain this feeling in words. It's so emotional to me. When I used to spend time more and more on my hobby, it was so peaceful for me, and it felt like meditation to me. And now things are working. You know, I'm now designing for some contestants from Miss Supranational pageant as well, Miss Universe, and big things, and designing outfits for some celebrities. This year again, this would be my third year showcasing my designs in Cannes red carpet, Cannes Film Festival. So, you know, a lot of good things, and I never thought about doing all that. It was just the passion and continuity which kept me going. I try to do a little bit of everything, men's clothing, women's clothing, and jewelry as well. This is a part from my red carpet Cannes Film Festival collection. One of the models, she wore on the red carpet appearance this earring. It's made in 18 karat gold, studded with pure pearl and some emerald. It's very lightweighted. You can see the back. It's very light and chic. Designers keep on launching new collection. Every 6 months there's a fashion week, LA Fashion Week, New York, Paris, Miami, you just name it. And what's happening with that cloth? 70% of cloth goods goes to landfill. It's very sad fact. I like to reuse my old pieces. So I like to encourage people to buy less. Be mindful, buy good quality clothes, wear it over and over, restyle it. There can be so many different ways to restyle even one simple outfit. Switch the jewelry, make a different hairstyle, and you know, I repeat my pieces. Every time I go on events, I wear that piece on a next event, style it in a different way to give this message out. If designer can wear one piece 3 times, 4 times, you should also keep that in mind and be mindful about your fashion practices. It's very important. It's like a dream come true moment for me. That's why it's Designer Dream Collection. And with my dream, I'm fulfilling so many more dreams, creating platform for students, for more South Asian community, women like me who don't know where to start. Creating platform for fashion weeks, giving them opportunity to walk for me. It's truly, you know, fulfilling so many more dreams. It's 17 years in America, and it took me that long to come from nowhere to here. And I feel I have still a long way to go.
Once the wedding is over, brides who want to keep their dresses usually wonder, what do I do with it?
I don't know, put it in a bin? Put it in the basement?
Well, I'm sure some people do that, but there is a proper way to preserve your wedding dress, and the Ohio History Connection has some great tips.
So Becky, today we wanted to talk about how to preserve your wedding dress on your own. A wedding dress is such an iconic piece for a bride. It's like they put all their energy and time and focus in it for the wedding, but then the next day it ends up in a box or in the closet. So I just wanted to pick your brain on some best practices of preserving your own wedding dress.
Sure. So first thing with your wedding dress is to get it cleaned as soon as you can after the wedding. If you're heading out of town, maybe see if someone else can drop it off at a trusted dry cleaners. It's really not recommended that you try and wash it yourself. Most people's wedding dresses are not made of your typical cotton or synthetic fabrics. They sometimes have embellishments, like this one has all these little pearls stitched on and lace. And if you tried to wash this in your washing machine, you would destroy it. So you really want to make sure you get it into the hands of a professional dry cleaner. The top part is in fairly good condition, but you can see all of the wrinkles that are in the skirt and in the train. So getting your dress into a great storage situation will help prevent those wrinkles from forming.
Perfect. Now you have some things over here, I think, that are ways that you could preserve it. So why don't you walk us through some of these things that you use to preserve the wedding dress?
Sure. Well, depending on the type of space you have, there's two different ways to store a wedding dress. One is on a hanger, and if you do want to hang it, we recommend that you use padded hangers like you see up front there.
Right.
It's just a regular hanger, and then we've wrapped it in foam and then created this nice cotton muslin casing for it. And so this will just keep the wedding dress from getting any of those nasty little hanger marks in the shoulders.
Right, that makes sense.
Now, if your dress if it's longer, if it has a lot of weight to the skirt, if it has a long train, when you wear the dress, your hips and waist support that weight. But when you put it on a hanger, all of that weight is going to be in the shoulders, which is going to cause it to stretch. It can cause damage, it can cause it to become misshapen. So if you do want to hang it, you want to provide extra support for the skirt and the train. The best thing to use, this is called fabric tape. You can buy it at most stores. It's just a cotton tape, almost like a twill tape. And essentially what you want to do is create suspenders for your skirt. You double over the tape, figure out how long it needs to be so that you can stitch it right into the hemline, and it'll go up over the hanger and it'll support the weight of that skirt. You want to put two in there, one on each side seam.
Perfect. And now over here, I actually have my wedding dress that I got preserved years ago. And so I sent it in, they professionally did it, they locked it up in this box. But when you do it on your own, how do you do that? Because I don't have that technology at home.
Right. So the best thing to do is to get an acid-free box for it. These are textile boxes. You can get them from a number of different places. When you go to put the dress, especially a dress like this one, into a textile box, what you really want to make sure you do is fold it very carefully and then try and prevent those folds from becoming permanent creases like we have here. You can see a big permanent crease here. So the key is to lay the dress out flat, and then as you fold, use acid-free tissue paper, which usually comes with these boxes. So you just take the tissue paper and just crumple it.
I could do that.
Lay it right down where you're going to fold the dress, and simply fold the dress over top of the tissue paper. And what it does is it keeps that from creating a permanent crease.
Now, where do you store the box?
You want to keep it away from moisture. These are not waterproof, and they are they do allow air in, so they're breathable. It allows the fabric to breathe, which helps to preserve it, but it does mean it's susceptible to water, to pests. So really under your bed, up tall in a closet, just really not in a basement, not in an attic, not in a garage, not anywhere you might get pests or water leaks and things like that. A good alternative to an acid-free box is a cedar chest or a Hope chest.
Okay.
Just again, line it with acid-free tissue so that it's not right up against the wood, but just even something like that to help protect it, and something that's breathable is a great way to store it.
And even preserving the dress goes beyond the physicality of preserving it. It's also preserving the legacy of the story of the dress. So talk a little bit about that.
It's really helpful if you can preserve the story that goes along with your wedding dress. Think back about, is there a story about when you bought it or the day that you wore it? Write all of that down. Write down who wore it, where you bought it, when you bought it, where you got married. Have some pictures printed out with it, and just keep it in an envelope in the box with the dress. So that way it never gets separated from it, and down the road you have that actual story, and you have the story from the person who wore it, which is even better.
Becky, this has been very helpful. I'm sure you get a lot of questions about preserving a wedding dress. So I hope that people take this task on for themselves. So thanks again.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
Thanks for being with us. And remember, you can catch all our episodes on YouTube or columbusneighborhoods.org.
Plus, see our stories on the WOSU mobile app, and you can follow us on social media. We'll see you back here next week on Columbus Neighborhoods.